Hello and welcome back to the Remembering Tuscola webcast. I'm David Porter. I'm here with Alan Michener and Bob Taylor and Bill Englehardt and the fabulous, the great one. What's I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Yeah, it reminds me of that article.
Mikey O. Carroll
Mikey.
Carrollio.
Mio. Just call me Mio. I wrote, I wrote an article one time for the paper, said the most unforgettable character I ever met. Oh, what's his face?
What's his face?
I've met him myself once or
Yeah.
twice.
He was
Well,
quite
it's,
popular. Speaking of old what's his face, we better put out the news that's going down. We see that the Chud Corey Grill is being torn down this morning.
Oh, I saw it.
was that?
I saw
It's
the.
down.
It's down. It's
I saw it.
yeah. I was just uptown this morning about 10 o'clock, and the backhoe's in there, and they were taking it down. Now I don't know if they're taking the elevator building down, but the Chud Corey Grill was right beside it, and the elevator had combined those two, but they look like they're taking that side down for sure.
Yeah,
They were removing the asbestos out of the grain office.
Oh, okay.
they were digging up the roadway back there, big chunks of the roadway. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know what's going on. ADM net.
ADM now, I think, is the owner, right?
Did ADM buy up these small elevators just to shut them down, get rid of competition? Is that what they did?
They know Cargill traded ADM from they traded from properties. I don't know, the big Cargill grain out west of town is owned by ADM now.
That's what I knew.
And so, but I think they did a little horse trading and they traded properties.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty cold outside, so try to stay warm and probably. I think there's still snow out there for sledding. The guys before we were on the air talking about sledding on Wimple Hill when they're young, but growing up on the north end, we didn't even know there was a hill out at Wimple Park, so we had to take our scraps of cardboard out to the interstate and slide off the concrete embankment.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
That's where we went sledding.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Anyway, we've got Christmas is coming up, or we're into December, so I wanted to give a couple of ideas. I'm going to put this on speaker view so I can
What speaker view?
show off. Speaker view is maybe you don't see it on your end. It's where you just see me now or whoever's speaking, because I want to hold up a couple ideas for Christmas gifts. We've got
Caldwell.
Caldwell's going to like that.
Tuscola Memoir. Makes a nice little stocking stuffer available on Amazon.
Great book.
You can buy that. If
Great
you've
book.
if you ever asked yourself the question, why does God let bad things happen? Well,
Caldwell wrote that too.
you can read this book by Mikey O. Carrollio Mio.
I give everybody a warranty, a 5-year warranty that if you can't sleep, you try and read 2 pages there, you'll fall asleep.
It's a pretty thick book. And when you get done with this book, you still won't be able to answer any of those questions that you had, but at least you'll know you tried.
Yeah. All you got.
We've got just pulling up in order. This is a former Tuscola resident, Leadership in Challenging Times by General Englehardt. You can look that up on Amazon. Makes a nice little gift. We got Dick Gallagher's books. This is just a couple of them. You can look up on Amazon for Dick Gallagher. Tuscola native, writes thin little stories that don't take too long to read.
do you have illustrations in that too?
Well, they do on his brother, I think,
Is the artist.
designs the covers.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're not illustrated, but the cover is
Covers. Right.
he or his brother one does the covers. And then you've got the Makeout Room
Oh yeah.
compilation. These are just little short, 1 or 2 page stories from from my newspaper column that maybe you didn't read before or read 20 years ago and don't remember. Makes a nice little stocking stuffer, available in hardback on Barnes and Noble and
Dave, you got about
paperback
5
on
books.
Amazon.
You got about 5 books. Pull them all up.
But that's all the ones I brought out with me.
Well, you got about 5 books, don't you?
Well, I don't recommend my novel as a Christmas present because it's dark.
So it's more Halloween.
Yeah, it's more of a it's not cheerful. So
It's not a beach read.
it's not a beach. Well, it could be a beach read.
It could be on the right beach.
Mhm. It's
Nude
it's
Beach,
a
San Diego.
it's a how-to book.
Yeah. Where was that in high school? I needed that book. Well, thanks for promoting all these people. Caldwell's got about 8 books out, I think. I'm not sure.
Gee.
I was talking to him last week about things. He watched part of the show. He saw Nancy Norton in one of those photos and stuff, and I said, Joe, you should have watched the whole show. We mentioned you 3 or 4 times. I said, you recognize Joe Mendel, and those other 3 idiots laughed at me. I said, nobody's going to contradict Caldwell and me together if we agree that that's Joe Mendel. And,
I really didn't think Joe had come that early. Yeah, I thought it was later.
yeah, well, yeah, his dad was a big wig. I think they came up early.
He
Bob,
was a big
Bob
wig
met
out of
in, high school.
USI.
Yeah. Anyway, Caldwell went back and watched the whole thing, and he wrote me an apology. He said, "Yeah," he said, "you talked about my dad playing softball at South Ward." He said, "You mentioned, I said your family's big in our thing,
Yeah.
So you got to watch the whole thing. You may get named."
His brother was in one of those pictures
Oh, he
too.
mentioned twice. He was in that 59 class, whatever it was.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
He just talked to Ronnie recently.
One of those pictures that had Shirley in it,
Yeah.
I went ahead on Facebook and named the ones that I knew, which was Shirley and Paul Reinhardt, and then Mary Toomey in the back of the row. And Mary, she responded, said that was her.
Yeah.
That would have been 3rd grade.
Was it 3rd grade?
Yeah.
Do you think before we die, somebody's going to show us how to get on Facebook, or do you want to go get on?
Oh, I think we could get on. At one time I was on, but I didn't do anything with it, and then I unsubscribed.
I've never been on.
No. I don't think you have. Do you have to? Well, I guess it's a freebie.
It's a freebie, and I've been on it for years. I don't do a whole lot on it. Just be nosy.
You got to get up to the date stuff. It gives you, up to date information.
And
Accurate.
if it's on Facebook, it's true.
No, it's true.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to read when I was a judge. I didn't want to read what they were saying, so I didn't do any.
Last week, we had I had so many pictures scanned, I had to break them up, and so I've got about a month's worth of pictures already ready. And last week we had my grandparents on, and my mom and my uncle, and I got to looking at the ones I hadn't used yet, and I noticed this first one that came up that has somebody else related to me in it.
Number 8.
There's
Number
Marnie.
8.
Yeah, it is.
And there's Marnie.
My wife, Jenny.
Yeah.
There's Marnie Seibolt back there on the right. Marnie Babcock. Molly's
Sure is in it. Yeah.
I think I've dated 3 of the girls in this picture, and I use the word date loosely.
Is Kim Ryan there? I think I saw.
Hang on, I'll show
I'm
you.
not seeing a picture of it.
I had these girls.
These are Bill.
Bill, go at it.
Back row, with the long hair. That's Leanne Wilcox. Next one, can't really tell. There's a Harris girl there.
Well, the next one is Barb Cavanaugh. That's Barb Cavanaugh. The next one, Bill.
Barb Cavanaugh,
Yeah.
David's sister. Yeah, I see Denise Branch in
Denise
the back.
is over here.
Yeah, Denise Groves.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Where's she? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kim Ryan's 16.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
The girl that number 15, they lived on Daggy Street. Her brother, I remember him. I coached him, but I can't think of their last name. Really nice family.
Well, I couldn't tell if 16 was Kim or she was on the top right.
I think
Because
no,
Marcy said
Kim's 16.
that's Marnie Seibold on the upper right.
because Marcy said 16 was Sherry Stewart.
Could be.
Sherry, possibly, but it sure looks like Kim.
Because this one looks kind of like Kim too.
No, that's Marnie.
That's Marnie. Okay. Well, then that one may be Kim.
Who's the coach?
Don't know. Yeah, I know some of the others, but I want to name them because I'll miss somebody or I'll get it wrong. I don't want to be wrong.
Mm.
That really does look like Kim, but you're right. It's probably Sherry. Now that I look at it close up a little bit.
Then we're back to mostly
Mitch and Adeline Cohen.
Yeah.
back to the
Yeah.
50s.
Sure is.
Dick Barker behind him.
Yes.
That's Slutsky.
No. Well, I don't know. This guy looks.
I wonder what this occasion was.
Yeah.
Honoring Mitch and Adeline.
And where is this? The high school had those same light fixtures, but this isn't the high school.
No.
I don't recognize those doors.
The doors and the curtains over here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if this was hospital or something at USI.
You know, it could be USI because I didn't know what that looked like out there.
That's Dick Smith or Glenn Smith on the right, isn't it?
Ted Anderson?
Is that Glenn Smith right here?
I don't know. That's
I
what
don't think so.
What years are these, David?
59-ish.
55, I think.
Okay.
No, that probably is when USI was first
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
Danny
Yeah.
Matthews says Lauren Matthews in the center.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Huh.
I knew him, but it was a lot later than that.
Methodist Church.
You know.
Sue Wessel says Jim Barrett, is that Judy and your dad in the center back?
Back here.
Oh, yeah. Boy, he looks like a Baird in the eyes.
Sure could be.
Judy would have been she's in my sister's class, 56, I think. Don't know those people.
Someone having an anniversary.
No.
Well, there's Jim Barrett up there in the upper right.
Holding the door. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Is that Mrs. Pate?
Where at?
Right here in the
Coming in the
doorway.
doorway.
Coming out there.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Can you pull that in a little bit closer, David? No.
I don't think so.
No, I don't
I don't think so either.
That looks like a hat she'd wear.
Marcy Shoemaker says Susie Oaks, possibly your dad. And Sue Wessel says Jim Barrett, is that Jerry on the left?
I think that's Jerry. The one on the very front there, I think, is Jerry Baird.
Mm-hmm. John's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the anniversary party again. I don't have any names. Church basement somewhere.
Well, looks a little bit like the old Methodist church basement. Had those poles down there like that.
Most of it was paneling, wasn't it?
Well, later it was, but it wasn't early on.
Sue Wessel Gavin says Martha Guy Burns in center and her mother in light colored coats.
Yeah, I think that is Martha. Or up here.
I think it'd been that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's one of the Armstrong twins on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
That's a golden gate of faith, hope, and love.
What church is this?
That's at the Methodist church.
Bill, did you ever make it through that door?
I didn't get through that gate.
I don't think I did either.
No. Well, that's not the pearly gate.
No, it's not the pearly gate.
Family love and so.
Go back there just a second. Zero in on that girl there on the left of the gate.
No.
No.
Ladies wore hats.
Oh yeah.
Anniversary party again.
That's Greg and Bill right here.
Shoot. Like the bow tie. Good looking little group. Boy, that looks like Jim Foster.
Yeah.
Right there in the front.
Almost looks like Essie. Yeah.
Yeah, not her though.
I know.
Boy, that could be
That
too.
could be Jim Foster.
That could be.
Where's the school at?
Well,
That's probably it.
I think looks like the old Cartwright Church part
I've
of it.
I've got some information on this one.
Okay, let us have it.
Sue Wessel Gavin says Galton Church Sunday School class. Teacher is her grandmother, Vivian Taylor, and the students are Linda Pettigrew, Gwen Taylor, her cousin, Denny Taylor, her cousin, Jim Foster, and Jim Cunningham.
Jim Cunningham, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Cunningham lived about a mile from Galton.
Yeah, that brick house.
And didn't Gwen Taylor marry, wasn't that Alan's first wife, Gwen Taylor?
Alan who?
Hall?
Really? I don't remember that.
Oh.
Taylor was John Beatty's girlfriend.
Didn't he have two girls? Who was his wife, his first one?
I can't remember who she was.
That was Gwen.
Jim Cunningham's brother was Bill.
Bill? We played football against Bill.
Yeah. And that's Buzz Taylor.
Yeah, the old halfback from Ronnie Gardner's.
Yeah.
He's 65.
Now the Mrs. Taylor looks like her daughter, which would be Doris Horn. I think that's right. Oh man.
Farmer hat on the left.
Yeah, but he's familiar. Really is.
The one on the left is Charles Taylor.
Yeah.
Charles Taylor.
Yeah, Bill got it.
No,
Bill got the point.
Bill got the point, even though he said that after you did.
No, I heard it. I heard it before I said it.
I caught it before both of you.
Yeah, well, that doesn't count. That doesn't count, Mikey O.
Sure wish I was there for supper.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd go for lunch right now.
What Andrew Huber said. Becky Barnes Hollinsby says these are Camargo ladies.
Margaret.
Well,
Camargo Methodist Church.
I vowed to stay out of Camargo.
Doesn't name them, but
well, if that's the case, is the third one in from the left? Is that the Thompson?
Mrs. Thompson?
Yeah.
it
Could be.
looks like her from last week's pictures.
Yeah, it could be.
Is that
Opal?
is the fifth one in Aquin? Wigan?
Wigan? I don't know.
Hmm.
AJ Wigan.
Another anniversary picture. Nobody has identified the anniversary people.
But these are, I don't know any of these.
Well, one on the left is Charles Taylor again. Then Bill Cunningham. Then question mark, and then Vivian Taylor.
Mr.
Bill,
Cunningham.
that's Bill Cunningham
That's-
Senior.
That's the dad. I didn't know he had a beard.
Lived down there by Galt.
Had that nice brick house about a
Mhm.
mile east. Sold
Yeah.
antiques. Sold antiques.
Mhm.
I bought some antiques off her.
That's where Randy Fry lives now.
We just went by there
Yeah.
the other day to look at that. Yeah. Bill Cunningham. Now, you said this was Jim Cunningham, right?
That's the
Well,
dad.
this is a dad.
Oh, Bill the dad.
Yeah.
Bill the dad.
Bill was our 65. Played
What did he ended up doing for a living?
Stockbroker for on the Chicago Exchange.
That's what I thought. And he married some gal that he met down at Carbondale. I remember, but I can't think who she was.
Successful.
Cartwright. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
This is the anniversary couple again.
Different.
Back to the Methodist Church.
Well, let's see if we can find this gal there.
It's a brand new 55 Buick.
Yeah.
Roadmaster Buick,
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah, got the chrome ports on it, like the exhaust
Yeah.
comes out of the side there.
Yeah.
I like those fake exhaust.
The 3-holers and the 4-holers.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had money, you got a 5-holder.
Yeah.
Looks like Mrs. Lane coming down, like one of the Hedinger girls right there. Teeters.
Yeah, but she wouldn't be coming out of the Methodist church.
Well,
No.
Maybe she got mad and showed him. That girl looks familiar right there. She's class of 55 high school gal. I'm trying to think of her name. This is Bourbon, isn't it? There's
That's Jim Chaplin.
Jim Chaplin, old St. Louis.
That sure is.
Bobby coached on Little League, didn't he?
Oh,
Yes. Yes, great guy.
My 8th grade teacher.
Only child. His mom was a cook at the school.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Wonderful guy. Went up to Freeport, was it? Aquin?
I think so. Yeah.
He was a principal over a gifted school. He was
Yeah.
wonderful educator, wonderful guy.
He was a great coach, great guy.
That Doris Romine, that little short lady.
It is. I believe you're right.
Yeah, that's what Steve Reardon says. He says it's Cartwright Church Choir.
No fooling. Does he give all the names?
He just had Doris Romine.
I'll be darned. I'd like to know who that big tall boy is.
That third gal, and I don't know why she would be out there, but the third gal from the left, the taller, got long hair, looked a little bit like Susie Helm, Harley Helm's daughter. But I don't know what it would be doing out there at that.
What's anybody doing at Cartwright?
Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't remember where they went to church. I think they went to the Methodist church, though.
Yeah.
Cartwright considered Methodist?
Yeah, because when they closed out there, most of their members came to Tuscola.
I've got some information on this one.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
She's familiar right in the middle with a kid. We should know her. Give us the information. We're not yelling out any answers right now.
Well, some of these would be
That's almost like Keene,
from
like Pat Keene's mother.
related to our graphic artist at the newspaper, Nancy, but probably maybe before she was born. Toppy Moody says Charlie, Juanita, Raritan, and 3 of their kids, Steve, John, and Sue.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it
And,
sure is, isn't it?
and Steve says, Cartwright
That's
Church
stupid.
adult class from left, Hilda Foster, ? Ruth Benner, Jesse Benner holding Brian Benner,
That is Hilda.
unknown couple, Mrs. Bowles holding Tuck Bowles,
Yeah. Yeah.
unknown, Dorothy Romine with Sarah and Ward Romine standing in front, Juanita Raritan holding Sue Raritan, Charlie Raritan, Steve and John Raritan in front.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That looks like Steve.
Yeah.
I look at Jesse Benner now. I baled hay for him, and of course Ruth was
That is Hilda.
Hilda Foster worked.
Oh, it is Hilda. Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
Hilda
She,
worked at
Carpenter.
Carpenters with my mom and dad.
But
Yeah.
she has a plant growing out of her head.
no, that's the next lady. That's not
Oh.
Hilda. The first one is Hilda.
I chopped that plant down. Yeah, Ruth is
Yeah, Ruth living in Weir Marshes.
yeah, John Coates' mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Yeah, Ruth is she was a wonderful neighbor for us.
She's Con, is it?
She was a Con. That was her maiden name.
And what's Dennis's?
She's in her early 90s now. She still drives. She looks
What's Dennis?
great.
Is Dennis her son?
No.
Nephew?
Or something. Related.
The Cons lived a long time, you know.
Yes.
Well, there's Art. Is that Art Moss back there in the middle?
You know what? That looks like the United Church of Christ. That's where Ralph is. Doesn't it look like
No,
the
it says
basement?
it says Cartwright right here.
Yeah,
It
Sue
does?
Wetzel Gavin says Art Moss standing on left, Judy
Yeah.
Moore Fields sitting on right.
Judy Moore. Yeah, they lived out in her dad used to have a house and a restaurant out there in the early days of USI.
Well, I'm gonna guess this is Cartwright Church.
It's Cartwright.
Yeah, I think it is.
Since
Based
that's,
upon the
Yeah,
chair.
Judy Moore.
that's what it says on the
All
chair.
look alike.
Yes.
Boy, Art looked just like he did in high school and later in life.
Yes, he
Yes.
did.
Yep. Funny how that is.
Yeah, I don't look a thing like Homer.
No comment.
No comment.
That's Mrs. Moss. That lady, second one from the right. I think that's Art Moss's mother.
Yes.
Florence.
Yeah.
Steve Reardon says Cartwright Church ladies class, left to right, Mrs. Rideout, unknown, Gladys Kahn, Florence Moss, and Grace Reeder.
So that would be Ruth Benner's mother, Mrs. Kahn.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they, Alan, didn't they both of them live to be 100? And
Well, that one
So
by
he did. And they lived about 2 doors
No,
just
Hope-
east of you when you lived over on Daggy Street.
Yes.
they actually lived right there next door.
Was it next door? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Didn't they
Fullerton was still there when I was on Daggy.
Well, didn't he wind up next to Bill Hoke in that little greenhouse that Bill tore down? Wasn't that a con? Over 100 years old?
No, he didn't live there.
That that greenhouse.
No, that was Gladys. What was her name? I can't remember now.
Well, the one Pearl somebody.
This looks like Methodist Church again.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have any names.
That church, that first house next to Bill Hoke was that Frank Lincoln kind of house. I mean, that
Her name was Gladys something.
Gladys, and Frank Lincoln did work for. She was a old spinster.
Yes.
And then I'm talking about the greenhouse next to it, east of it, Catholic Church lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was,
don't know who.
that was
I
a
don't
con,
remember.
That was a con, wasn't it? 100 and some years old.
No, it's the one there next to where Bill used to live down there on Daggy. He lived in that when he died. That's where he was living.
By the way, David, I want to give you a tip on photography. Shooting people from the back is not a great shot.
No, but we do get a good shot of the hats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boy, hats were the thing.
Yeah. Sue Wetzel Gavin says Galton Church. You can see her uncle, grandparents, and cousins.
Okay.
But it's a little blurry.
Oh, there's Tommy Meyer in the middle.
Sure is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
These are high school, and that's down to the right. Oh, that's not Larry Little, is it? No.
No.
Who was that? So
Okay,
And
David Ken Coy says on the far left side is his maternal grandmother, Thelma Easter, Alan Strader. Alan in parentheses, 1908 to 1984. And his uncle, Michael Lee Strader, 1937 to 2018, from the Hinesboro area. He graduated from Arcola High School.
is Strader.
Marcy Shoemaker says Tom Meyer and his mother, Florentine.
Come on, the boy, second one in from the right. We know that kid. Of course, everybody had a flat top back then. They were like Boy State or something.
Mm-hmm. Got the medal on.
It's a fairly modern house.
There's where Ralph Dale's old church was.
Zion.
It's about 3 miles south of Garrett on the slab there.
Oh yeah.
They have a pretty good ice cream social every year.
Boy, they used to. I don't. They still have it.
They had one this year, yeah. Yeah. There it is again.
Yep, same church.
They say nobody wants those stained glass windows anymore.
I know the Methodist church has still got the ones that they took out of it.
They put it back just when they built the sanctuary. They're going to put them back in.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to ever happen.
No, I don't think so either. But they've let these churches. They wouldn't even give away. When they tore down the Lutheran church or the Lutheran church, not the Lutheran, the Presbyterian church, Bill's old church that he stayed outside all the time.
Yeah.
Tore down the church by the courthouse. They wouldn't let anybody come in and take out those stained glass windows. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't let you on the property. Wouldn't that be nice to have some of those? It'd look good in your front window, Mitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if your front window is big enough.
Now that looks like, well, I'll go back there real quick. No, that's not, I'm sure, but looked like Lita Maloney right there, but I don't know, that's probably not.
Very tall for Lita Maloney.
Well, she wore lifts.
Oh,
She wore lips.
There's the minister wondering where the flock went.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have a nice cemetery there, and they have these big old oaks, 100-year-old oaks all over the place.
Yeah, you know the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard? A
No.
graveyard is attached to a church. A cemetery is a standalone.
Huh.
Well,
I just learned that. I learned that from TikTok today.
Hmm.
Well, you've been on a cemetery board all your life. I think you'd know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Well,
man.
I'm not anymore. They booted us all off. So
Hey, Mitch,
now
why is
the township takes care of it all only.
Now I got to ask you a question, not to be
Okay.
controversial, but the gates have been closed all week, and I mean the township runs it. They got snow plows. Now Dietrich had it open all the time. He got it.
No, he didn't. That's not true.
Well, let's go.
Hell no, Mike.
No, hell no, Mike.
I'm
No.
gonna go ask him.
Well, the reason they do it is it ends up being a traffic pattern for some people who are cutting through there to go to the grocery store or wherever, and those roads are really not made for that. So periodically they have to sort of shut them down to make those people learn a new path, and then they'll open them back up. That's usually the way it used to be.
so
That's what Doug used to do anyway.
So the township board now took over the cemetery board?
For years and years, they had a separate cemetery board that was attached to the township, since it's a township cemetery.
Right.
But they have now disbanded the cemetery board, and the township board now takes care of all of it. It was a non-compensated board. I mean, you did it just as a volunteer, and it made sense that they they control it, and they didn't need that outside board. I think they did that mainly because of Chuck Brewer. For years, Chuck he wanted to have some input into it.
Now, could a future, Alan, here's my one question. Could a future road commissioner refuse to do the cemetery?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so he has to agree to it then.
Yeah. Yeah. He had to agree to it. And I think from my understanding, what they agreed to, he needed another part-time person, but he didn't need a full-time person. So they made an agreement that he would, and mainly when they needed that part-time was in the wintertime for snow removal, snow plowing. But they didn't really need him that much in the summertime. So they were able to, they said they would be willing to take care of it in the summertime, because you don't really need too much in the cemetery in the wintertime. So it worked out that, but Danny Meyer never wanted to do that. But when Danny Cleveland took over, why they worked out an agreement with
Danny.
Mike Meyer.
I mean, Mike Meyer. Yeah.
I didn't think Mike wanted to do it.
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Dieter. I thought Dieter did a great job during all those years.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
On this picture, Ron Cordy says is Zion UCC Reverend Arnold Blitzer. Bruce Romine thought it could be Stanley Schultz or Roger von Lanken, according to Catherine Clausen. But Ron says it's Reverend Arnold Bitzer.
Is that the
Carl Hackett in the middle of the back row?
Well, this Doc Lossman.
Doc Lossman, Doc Boylston.
This 1955 school board.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's Don Baird, isn't it? Isn't that Don Baird, the top one on the left?
Don Baird was president of the board. That's Virgil Ross on the bottom right. Myron Boylston, Dr. Lossman. Yeah, it's Carl Hackett in the middle.
Carl Hackett in the middle top.
Yep. Yep.
Is that
Can't tell.
no, that
I
was
should know who that is.
like Junior Decker.
Well, it's not Junior though. No.
Why wouldn't it be?
Well,
Not at that time. Not at that
high
time.
school.
Well, yeah, but he ran. He looked like he ran for office. I'm just kidding.
Rudy Huber says Bob Romine standing right.
That's correct. That's right. I knew that could. Yeah.
Carol Hausman says, is that front row Dr. Boylston left? Al Weber second from right standing. Sue Wetzel says Don Baird standing far left, Dr. Lossman seated far left.
Oh, Al Weber, that is Al Weber.
Driver's license.
He gave me my driver's test. On
Which one's Al?
Al Weber gave me my driver's test.
Well, that's it is him. Yeah.
I drove my dad's old 57 Ford, and I'll never forget, he had me pull over in front of Shorty Moran's house and shut the car off and park like a hill and no hill. He said, let's go back, start her up. My dad's car, you had to reach your left hand over to the shift column, and you had to jiggle it up and down while you turned the key. And it wouldn't start. So Al and I walked back to the driver's license bureau, and on the way I said, did I pass or not? And he said, yeah, I'm not going to do this again, he said.
What school building is this?
North Ward.
The old North Ward.
Old North Ward.
The old North Ward. Well, that could be Miss 55.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know I dated right about then. Glenda Cook went to the Nazarene church there.
Little
Bill
girl
Cook.
on the bottom right looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. That little girl does. I don't recognize those. I don't know where this church was.
I know in Tuscola.
Oh yeah, I do too. It's down there by where
It's a house now. It's
by
Tuscola.
Quentin Weathers. Yeah, it's a house now. Yeah.
Yeah, that was back then. I dated Glenda back in grade school, and the Nazarenes didn't believe in dancing, drinking, dating. I said, what can we do? Her dad said nothing. That's
Nothing. Right.
Look
Old
like
Bill.
a propane tank in the back.
Yeah. Right.
Oil tank.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So that's across the street from the United Church, right?
Yeah. No, across the street from where Steve Leonard lives, if you know where Steve lives.
They
Yeah.
bought a house now.
Oh,
It's not
that.
Quentin. It's east.
Oh, that was
it's east of Quentin.
yeah, the theater-like thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, it
yes.
was at one time.
Yeah.
Same
This-
building. I don't have any names on this one. But I've got a couple on this one.
Well, is that Pat Froman, middle, low? No, boy, that
No, I don't know. I don't know any of those.
Chubb Connor says the big guy in the back row is Jim Vaughn.
Oh,
In
Bigot.
front of,
They called him Biggin.
I wonder why.
Well, he worked for Bus Martin at one time, I think.
and Chubb says in front of him is Max Buchanan, class of 55.
Yeah.
It'd be my mom's class.
Well, this is Chubb's class, isn't it? Wasn't Chubb
Yeah,
50?
Chubb was 55.
Wow. Looks like Denny Stewart, but it
I
probably
don't
not.
have any names on this one.
Oh, you know who that is. That little kid was in our class. The little guy, little on the front row with the,
Yes.
what was his name?
Which one?
Oh,
The
right.
front row, far left, the first little boy.
We talked about him not long
Yes,
ago.
we did.
Kimball?
No.
Mm-mm.
Shoot.
Oh, wait. I think I remember him too. Just a second. No, seriously. He wore glasses and had that kind of reddish hair over his forehead.
Yeah, he was,
What's his name?
oh, we just talked about him because I can't think of it either. And that little girl in the middle, she looked familiar too, but I can't.
What's his name?
You think that's Denny Stewart over here?
No, I
Okay.
don't. But this kid down here on the far right, bottom right, with looks like a cowboy shirt on. He sure looks familiar.
That's Roy Roberts.
I was going to say, if you turn back that picture just a moment, I got a good one here. See his second little boy here next to the guy you think you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
See that face he's making and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Lloyd
When I
Raymond.
first looked at that, I thought, oh my God, that's Junior Donald's. But
Bob came up with the guy's name, Floyd Raymond.
Yes. I always called him Raymond Floyd.
Well, you can call him anything you want.
Yeah. Who's the guy with the sneer there? It looks like
Almost looks like a leech, but oh no, that one. I don't know about that one.
I never heard that name, Bob.
That little girl
Yeah.
and the go to your left a little bit, the other way. She looks like a Donald's.
Rita.
Well, gee, Minnie, then maybe I'm right. Maybe that is Junior.
Go the other way. Bill disagrees with me. The third guy from the right looks a little bit like Denny Stewart.
It does look a little like Danny Stewart. I don't know.
Better than hell no, isn't it?
Yeah, that's hell no.
Caldwell put him in his place. He's backed off the hell no, I think.
Junior was older than Rita.
I don't have any names on this one. Or this one.
That's Nazarene.
Boy, I didn't know any of them.
There's Sandy Decker on the left.
Yeah.
Sure is. Isn't it?
He was class of 55 as well.
Homecoming Queen, class of 55. I think this is one of those DAR, SAR things. We had Tommy Meyer in there.
Yeah, it's the same house, that brick, I noticed.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That was the same year her husband got elected to the school board.
It was, yeah.
He graduated, he graduated in 53, so he'd been.
Colby Decker says next to his mom is her mother, Roxy DeBolt.
Okay.
And Phyllis Burr says See, Sandra, I told you look like your mother.
I stay away from that mother-daughter thing. They get pretty touchy sometimes. You're just like your mother. That doesn't go well.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, somebody said in last week's pictures that I look like my mother.
There you go.
I don't
Let
think
that go
so.
down. Well, there's that Nazarene church again, that little house right next to it to the east.
Leonard
Yeah, that's where Bobby Edwards lives.
Bobby Edwards lives there.
He lives there now, doesn't he, still?
I think so.
Yeah, he does.
used to live there.
Who?
George Leonard?
No.
Down a block.
He's down a block, is right.
Well, he may have lived there, and then he moved down the block, built a new house.
Well, they might have, but they did at one time, I think.
Well, I'm not going to say hell no, because you might be right.
You might be.
Same picture.
School board again.
So who is the second guy from the left then? Is that Coffee? No?
Standing or sitting?
Standing.
Standing.
Second from the left.
According to Rudy Huber, Elmer Little.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How many, now see, back in the old days, the farmers controlled the school.
Well, they farmers control it because of the taxes. They didn't want their
Mhm.
they didn't want their farm tax to go up, but now they changed the whole tax formula based on productivity, and they don't care as much anymore.
That's right.
And Bruce Romine says Robert Romine standing on the right.
In fact, it was the farmers that kept the school budget in check. You know,
Yeah.
because they
And
weren't on there because their kids were in school. They were on there to keep taxes down, keep the liberal spendaholics down.
Steve Reardon says Dr. Boylston, second from left seated. And Colby Decker says his grandfather, Frank DeBolt.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one I mistook
He
for.
did second from right.
Second from. No, that's Larry Little's dad there.
Mhm.
That's Elmer.
That's Elmer. It looks like Larry, doesn't he?
Who's this guy here?
That's Baird, isn't it?
No, Baird's here.
No, where's Bear?
They built the high school. Baird was president of the high school board.
Who's on the far left back row?
Don Baird.
That's what I said. That's Don Baird.
Yeah. The guy in the middle was
That's
Frank DeBolt, right? On the sitting down.
Bolt.
That's Frank DeBolt.
Elmer Little looks a lot like Larry.
Yeah.
Huh.
Homer and Elmer, right?
Yeah.
I think they were brothers.
Well, there's a thankless job. You don't get paid a thing for being on school board.
Boy, you're right. There's one you don't want.
You get parents, boy, you say Junior's an idiot and you got trouble.
I've got some names on this one.
Which church is that, guys?
Zion UCC.
Yeah.
So
That front door looks like the.
Well, this is over on the south side of it. Or is that the west side?
I think that's the west side.
Hmm.
Doesn't look quite like that anymore, but still probably has that arched top.
Yeah, they come in the side now, I think, south side.
You ready
Okay,
for names?
there's Heine. I see Heine Schultz in the second row with his white shirt and a tie. His head's kind of, he always had a bad neck.
Yeah, he always had his head cocked to the side.
Heine. Henry. Heine.
Okay, Bruce Romine says Zion UCC. My wife Catherine recognizes several. Front row on left is Mary Jurgens, Alvina Clausen, Esther von Lanken, Katie Clausen, which is his Catherine's grandmother, and question mark Phyllis Hendrickson, Lizzie Hernt in front of Mary Fern Height, question mark Louetta Beitzer, Beitzer, Madeline Soul, Suhl, Thelma Cordy, back row left, Claude Jurgens, Don Holmes, Donald Blossy, Blaase.
Bloss.
Back center, Reverend Arnold Beitzer back row right, and Albert Hunt back right.
Boy, that's pretty good for the pictures, that is.
Mm-hmm. And for the
And
quality.
Esther Von Lincoln is Lonnie's mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Miss Jurgens lived about, a mile from the church, and she had Mike Jurgens was a great athlete from great athlete 62, and then the daughter married
Danny Powell.
Danny
Yeah.
Powell, the old principal over at Villa Grove. I just
Yeah.
saw
Gay Jurgens.
Gay Jurgens, yeah.
Where'd you?
Yeah.
I saw Danny over at Michener and
Shady Crest?
Shady Crest. He evidently is in charge of these bus rides down there. They come.
Oh, he does tour guides.
I said, "You need the money, Danny?"
I guarantee you doesn't need the money.
He loves people. He likes
Yeah,
to.
he
Yes,
likes
he does.
Yeah.
Macedonia.
Boy, Macedonia's over in the Middle East, isn't
That's
it?
right, it was. They had a
What was that?
drive over there.
Yeah. There's a 50.
No, it says Macedonia,
Oh, does
but I don't know exactly. I can't remember where that was.
There's the first fort on the right looks like about a 53, and the one on the right's a 54 or 5.
Well, that one's a Studebaker.
No, I'm talking about the two on the right. They're
Yeah.
forts. Is that about?
That's a 55 or 56. Of those
The one on the right's 55. One on the left
Where
is
is this
53.
church?
Macedonia.
South of town?
It was over in Greece, just north of Greece.
Huh. I never heard of it.
I haven't
I've
either.
heard of that before, but I don't know where it was.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're back to the vaccinations.
Yeah. There's Dennis Hanner's about the 6th one in with a plaid shirt.
That first one in the striped shirt, that looks like Danny Lane.
That's the other Lane.
There's two Lane boys,
David Lane and Don Lane.
Yeah.
And then you keep on going, and the guy in the checkered shirt is Dennis Hanner's.
Yep.
And then there's
That looks like Denny Hackett.
Denny Hackett, and there's Bill Kleiss. This is see Denny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see Denny Hackett.
And to the right, to the left of him is Bill Kleiss.
That's
Leroy Davis. And then on the shoulder of Denny Hackett is Alberta Quiche.
Yeah.
Up here. And down here we should know this guy too. And that's Bob Brim, the teacher there?
Could have been. He would have been here about that time.
There was a Brigham and a Brim, but I think that's Bob Brim. Yeah, we should know most of these. This is Phil Morris's era.
Did they have protests that day or anything?
Yeah, no, if you didn't want to take the polio shot, you didn't have to. You can't force vaccines back in those days.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's today.
Thank God Robert Kennedy wasn't alive in 1955. We'd all be dead.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
An unusual individual.
He's different.
Bill the diplomat. He's unusual.
I'm getting ready to make a comment about that.
Corky Waters has a saying. He says, "Man, he's a dandy."
He's a dandy. Yeah.
I didn't know if Hitler was a dandy.
Mhm.
That Putin's a dandy. You're out of the picture. Mitch is hogging the picture. I can't see you.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Taylor.
get Taylor in there.
Well, it's the way I don't know why I'm trying to do that, but I don't know how to.
He likes to hog.
Well, I know.
The screen.
I don't know why.
I called him on it.
Hey,
Yeah, he did. He did. I guess I don't have it set right.
in the Douglas County history books, don't they list where the churches are? That book was not 1976.
Yeah, let's check that out. Michener and I may check that out tomorrow.
Check that out.
I want to point out my new Santa Claus or snowman. My brother-in-law, Mike Brennan, made that for us. You probably can't tell because it's a little out of focus here, but he's got a cigar in his mouth.
That looked like a carrot sticking out of his nose.
Well, that's his nose, but underneath there's a...
The orange thing's a carrot, not the cigar.
Right. The brown underneath is the cigar.
Why would they do that, David?
It was custom made for me.
There you go. That looks like a good stick you got
Well,
right there.
boys, I thought we did all right.
And there was a lot of them I didn't know this week.
Yeah, me neither.
I gave you guys a chance to catch up.
Well, that was good.
That was good.
Yeah.
We've been down. We're down so low. Everything looks like up to us.
Well, I've got
Mike, I want you to go back and listen to this all over again because you and Dennis Opperman have something in common.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh! Did I?
Yeah. And I
Neil,
want you to just pay attention because every time, not every time, but a lot of times when somebody says something, you'll go, yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, that's the Christian impulse to affirm people, make them feel better about themselves.
And that's the way Dennis does all the time.
Well, it's a
Just
Christian
think about it.
It's a Christian heart thing. You want people to feel good about themselves, affirm them, build their ego up, give
Yeah.
them self-actualization.
Dennis needs to feel good about himself because
It just
maybe
comes
nobody
natural.
else does.
It comes natural to strong Christians.
I'm left out there, I guess.
Jeez.
Well, good. So Dennis and I are alike. That's good. Hi, Dennis. I'm sorry about Miss
No,
Ellen.
you don't have to worry. He won't listen to this.
No,
He
I
doesn't
don't.
know how. He doesn't know how to get on either.
Yeah, yeah.
Go
Well,
to YouTube
he's a good boy. He goes sees his mother in Springfield every other week.
He does every week,
every week.
And he'd do
every Tuesday.
he'd do anything for you.
Yeah.
He is. He's a good guy.
About 5 or 6 times I've had him move some stuff. He said, I'll try and get Taylor. And he's never got Taylor. He's always got Bergson. I always
I've
wondered.
got a heart condition.
You know what?
Oh.
His
Me too.
well, he had some good sweet corn this year.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes,
Good.
He's still selling seed corn, I think, to
he does. I
people.
think he's got some good Amish customers that he still sells to.
Yeah.
That's great.
And Macedonia Church, I'm trying to look that up to see where that was.
It's over in Greece. It's in that area.
No, it's somewhere between 401 and 425 north and 1450 east, Tuscola, Illinois.
That helps us.
Yeah, that really
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that means it is going to be almost 5 miles north of Arcola, and it's going to be 4 miles west of Tuscola.
Now, here's what I was going to say.
Huh.
When Jan, not Jan, help me out here.
What do you want, Bill?
Melody Allison.
Melody?
When Melody
Jay.
lives south of town, if you go back west, there's a house there that has been converted, and I didn't know if it was a school or it could have been that church building, that Macedonia. That'd be running the end of the Bourbon Road.
I was gonna say that put it close to Bourbon, wouldn't it, Alan?
Well,
Well, this according to what I just found on the map, it's straight north of Ficklin, and actually and farther north in Chicken Bristle.
Oh well, man, that is
Okay.
really
That
good.
that calls
Huh.
it was called the historic site of the St. Paul German Evangelical Church. So I think it was a Lutheran church. It was up in around the area where Gail Reeder folks lived.
Possibly.
Um,
You mentioned chicken bristle.
Well, when
Yeah.
the road's clear off, we'll go check that out.
yeah, it says south of Jimtown
I know where that is.
and south of Parkville.
Yeah.
And it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Parkville Tavern.
Jimtown's where my mom lived.
Was it?
Is that what's his name? Gilmore.
What's his name?
Gilmore.
Alan Gilmore?
Did Gilmore live out there?
Somewhere out in there.
That's pretty
somewhere out
close.
there.
It's in that area.
Yes.
It looks
Yeah,
to me like it's north of the Hayes Road.
Well, that's an area where they've got to pipe air to it. I think they get no oxygen.
Yeah.
You need shots and passports to get in that area.
I really think it was a Lutheran denomination, and it looks to me like from what I just read there that when it closed, that all the people ended up in the Tuscola Lutheran Church.
Well, most of our farmers, the Rons, all these people are Lutherans, German Lutherans that came over. A lot of
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And, Macedonia is over in Yugoslavia somewhere. I don't know.
Well, I think there was a town at one time called Macedonia in Douglas County. I'm not for sure of that, but
I'm gonna have to get my Douglas County history book out.
this just shows the historic site of the St. Paul's German evangelical church. So I'm trying to figure out about where it is, but yeah, actually, it looks to me like it's just north of where Gale, north and a little bit west of where Gale used to live.
And that'd be west of Albert Green's in.
West of Albert Green, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
How's Gail doing, by the way? He fell and broke his hip.
Yeah, I guess he's doing all right. Jim Wright's talked to him a couple times, and I think he's on the mend anyway. So
Well, our public tip from Gail is when you're taking the trash out on the ice and it starts to slide away, let it go.
that's
Yes,
right.
that's
That's
right.
right. Yeah.
Hey, was that picture of Max at the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is he really mentally ill?
Well,
Well,
that's what we were questioning. He didn't really have to act too much, So
You guys are wicked.
yeah,
he does that every so often.
he's done that before. Where spends a lot of time over at Illinois Wesleyan, and he follows the girls and boys basketball. And he was never a big sports person,
right.
But he does really follow the university stuff over there. And he went there. I think he went there just 1 year and then transferred to Illinois State, if I remember right. But he goes over there uses their gym all the time. He walks their track and does that kind of stuff. So
I was worried about his mental health when I saw that picture.
Yeah. Well, he had another one last year when he was taking care of a baby, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Can you imagine him taking care of a baby?
Yeah.
Well, about 18.
That was like sending he and Alan down to Louisiana to take care of Philip's kids.
Yeah. We went down to babysit one time when Philip's kids were a little bit younger, and Max and I went down to babysit for a couple of days. So.
I've always wondered about that. I hear parents will drive 12 hours. There's Max. See? He's admitted to the 5th floor of Carl.
What the?
He had a breakdown.
It looks like it.
No, he volunteers for these programs and stuff.
For the nursing, it's a nursing program.
Well, Mitch, I keep hearing parents will drive like 12 hours to babysit for a weekend for people. Whatever happened to what's called babysitters?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
You don't get them anymore. You don't trust
They're
I imagine I would had my wife more
frozen.
babysitting than I did. So
They're playing travel ball. The babysitters are all gone. They're playing travel
And it's
ball.
what, 20
that's
bucks?
right. That's right.
$20
$20 bucks an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that you and Max going down there. And I thought this was weird. That sounded like something even I wouldn't do.
Yeah, well,
Do you go with him on these long drives, Bob, or do you let just Max go with him?
No, I don't.
You're a Tuscola guy all the way.
yeah. Well, Max Max used to have some relatives that lived down there, and so when the times that he went down with me, why he always could visit some old relatives while he was down there.
I was in Louisiana for 2 years and I didn't need any more of it.
No, that's what I remember. Les Hall, Ellen went over to visit Vietnam on a trip, and I asked Les, "Aren't you going to go?" He said, "No, I spent most of my life trying not to go there."
No kidding.
Yeah, good point.
Where would you go? Yeah, I was down in Columbus, Georgia, at Fort Benning. These are wonderful places down there with the snakes and the fire ants and everything. It's wonderful country.
I was at Fort Polk, and Jimmy Bailey was at Alexandria.
Polk was the worst one of all, I think.
Yeah, Air Force Base.
Well, I remember in basic, that's the place you didn't want to get sent to was Fort Polk, especially because I was an infantry. I had an infantry MOS, and so you knew you were going to Vietnam.
Yeah. When my orders came, it was all in Army speak, Zulu, Trot, Foxtrot, and I thought these are all towns in Vietnam. I said, maybe goodbye,
Yeah.
My daughter went to Vietnam on a mission trip, and we FaceTimed with her, and she communicated through Facebook. She says, "I can't stay on here very long because it's illegal to be on Facebook in Vietnam." I said, "What are you doing on there? You don't want to." She said, "Well, there's ways to get around it."
Yeah.
Higgins went to Vietnam, said it's a wonderful place, but now every place Higgins goes to, he went to Russia with Ted Leaflighter, who he's been all over, but he basically tells me about the beer and the food.
Yeah, that's why he was always interested in the beer and the food.
Yeah,
He still likes warm beer. He likes his beer warm.
yeah.
He got used to that when he was in Germany or someplace.
He'll eat anything. You could go to an Albanian raw eel restaurant, and he'll eat.
I have to like warm beer because by the time I get to the bottom, it's become warm.
Yeah, me too.
Higgins, we went to a Chinese smorgasbord one time, and he got something of everything, and they took his fork and he mixed it all together. He goes, well, it goes in your stomach the same way. He said, "What's?"
Yeah.
Jim was a connoisseur of fine food and beer.
He liked to eat and he liked to drink his beer.
He did.
His deal was he limited himself to only one beer a night, and that he had a mug that would hold about 3 or 4 beers.
Like, Dave and I have a cigar rule. We only smoke one cigar at a time.
Yeah.
And only when we're awake.
Yeah.
And only when we're awake. Yeah, that's good.
Rule.
So
Good.
all right. That's it for pictures. Anything else?
No, we got lots of snow, and it doesn't look like it's going to go away very soon.
Pretty cold out there.
Everybody says we're going to have a white Christmas. It's still going to be here. I said, no, we're going to have a black Christmas. That snow gets dirty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Pick up a paper this week. There's a lot of stuff in the paper this
A lot
week.
of news, a lot of
There
misspelling,
was.
a lot of typos in one
A
column.
lot of typos in Mike's column.
Yeah.
Mine's full of typos, and I apologize for getting all those names wrong.
Yeah. All right.
Oh boy.
Sometimes, humor just doesn't work. You think about a good one, and it
Well,
just
people just have to understand you.
yeah, people that have been around me just pretty much laugh when I say hi.
Yeah.
There you go. You got a couple right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. And again, last minute Christmas gifts. We got all kinds of books that are available mostly on Amazon, written by local authors. So plug those. So,
Good.
Good.
all right. We'll see you next week on Remembering Tuscola.
Good day.